Hiya, off to see a dear friend today to do the Christmas present drop off, and we're at section 3, part 3, children. So if we're married, it's relatively, she says, straightforward. We've got our most important relationship being with ourselves, so our own self-care. Then we've got our relationship with our partner, so our husband, wife, and slash, if you're living together and got children, your long-term partner, it's all the same. And then after that, we've got our children. So it starts with yourself. It moves out to you and your partner, strengthening and supporting each other. That's your yin and yang. And then from there, you produce your children. It's in that order. There is a little bit of a biblical passage behind that, around the man leaving his family and clinging to his wife and then becoming one flesh. So that's your yin and yang, and then your children are produced from there. I will drop another what do I call it? A God bomb. So the other thing that springs to mind is about the order of the family. So God being the head, the man, the original man, Adam, Eve, the woman, and then from there, the children. I'm going to have to look up Ephesians, because I think there's something quite nice that's said in Ephesians, which over the years has made me laugh, even with the Bible. The religious people that can get a bit bent out of shape with that, the Ephesians passage about the wife. Is it the wife submitting? That sort of thing. I'll put the poster on afterwards. It doesn't really bother me. Why doesn't it bother me? I don't know. I just see the wisdom behind it all. There's, there's different roles. We're complementing each other, and we don't need to get it all into the ego and get bent out of shape. If there's a spiritual truth behind it, you should give yourself a little bit of time and prayer and meditation. You'll get there. So that's the straightforward setup. But then what happens if you're then separated and then going in for another relationship? I don't know how far to go on this at this time of year. My belief might be a little unpopular, to say the least. And also it's difficult to speak in generalisations when it can be an entirely different matter, individual cases, which is why I offer coaching consultations, because your specific situation could be completely different. There could be nuances and complexities which need to be looked at, but it's my belief generally that if you're going in for another long-term relationship again, and you're going to be living together and you've both got children, that marriage is the way forward. And I think that could be challenging for some folk, but it's how you get to this point, just thinking out loud, of you and your new partner becoming one. And then from there, raising the children, because I am very aware of the balancing act that needs to take place when you've both got your children from your previous relationship and you're coming together to make a new family, how that all plays out. You know, it does require a lot of I think the biggest thing is that you've done a lot of work on yourself, the relationship with yourself, your self-care, your soul care, that is what needs to have happened, that growth. So you're not going from one relationship, jumping straight into another one, forcing it to become something that you might not be ready to take on if you've not grown and healed yourself. What is the person like that you're going to be attracting into your life? Where are they at? So I think the first thing is you're doing the growth and the journey, and I'm sure this dear friend that I'm visiting today won't mind me saying, you know, she's waited 10 years to get into another serious relationship, which she's now got married, and they're working on how all that is going to work with them both having children from their previous marriages. Amazing. But you've got to do the work first. You've got to do the work first, and you know, the second time round, you're going in with your eyes wide open. You're not like we all might have done when we were in our 20s and 30s, deluded. We're going in, you know, being perfectly real about these things. There we go. I think I've waffled on enough for today. It is a very important subject, though. You know, the children are the most precious things in the world, and we have such a responsibility as adults and as their parents to ensure their nurture, their protection, their well-being, their flourishing, them thriving. God bless. Bye.